Today's lesson is titled Subtracting with Whole Numbers. Go ahead and write that at the top of your page. The objective today is, I will subtract numbers to thousands with and without regrouping. With your shoulder partner, I'd like you to solve the following problem. During a gardening project, Reuben planted 168 seeds. Jana planted 191 seeds. How many more seeds did Jana plant than Reuben? Go ahead and solve that with your shoulder partner. So when solving this problem, you need to first circle the key numbers. So the key numbers in this particular problem are Reuben planted 168 seeds, Jana planted 191 seeds. Okay, then we're going to underline the question. The question says, how many more seeds did Jana plant than Reuben? Okay, we're going to then box any keywords. Well, the keywords are how many more. And we're going to evaluate that statement by how many more tells us that we need to subtract. Now we're going to solve. So if I have 191 seeds minus 168. Now some of you, since you might have done 168 minus 191, because you would have gone in order of the first number was 168 and the second number was 191. Well, that is incorrect because you put the larger number on top. So when solving this problem, we're going to subtract. Well, if we look at the top, you cannot take 8 from 1 because I'm starting with 1. I need to take 8 away. I can't do that. So I need to regroup, which means I'm going to borrow from the tens. If I borrow 1 10, I now have 8. And how many ones is 1 10? Well, there's 10 ones. Since I already have 1 1, I now am going to have 11 ones. Well, 11 minus 8 is 3. Then I have 8, and I need to take away 6. Well, 8 minus 6 is going to give me, it's going to give me 2. Now we move to the hundreds place. Well, the hundreds is 1 minus 1. Well, that's 0. We don't need to put the 0 here because we just know that the answer is going to be 23. In your notes, let's solve this problem together. Now in this case, we're going to subtract, but there's going to be no regrouping, meaning that the numbers, the digits on top, are large enough to subtract the digits on the bottom. For example, if we take 9 ones and we need to take 8 away, that means we're going to have 1 left over. If I have 9 tens and I'm going to take 8 tens away, that means I'm going to have 1 10 left over. If I have 4 hundreds and 0 hundreds and I take that away, I'm going to have 4 hundreds. So your answer is 411. Now we're going to check our answer, and we're going to check our answer by using inverse operations. Now inverse operations is a vocabulary word which means operations that undo each other. So go ahead and write that vocabulary word in your notes. So our answer to the problem was 411. Now we're going to use inverse operations, so the operations that undo subtraction is addition. So I'm going to take 411, which was our answer, and you're literally going to work backwards. You're going to move from the bottom to the top. So we're going to take 411, we're going to add 88, which I got from here, and I'm going to get 499. Does that answer match 499 that we started with? It does, so your answer is correct. By checking your answer, there's no way that you should get the wrong answer to a problem, because when you check with inverse operations, if your numbers do match, then you know that you got the right answer. If they don't match, then something happened either in your addition problem or your subtraction problem. So you need to go back and check your work. With your shoulder partner, I'd like you to solve the following problem. 7,475 minus 5,169. Now this one does have regrouping in it. After that, I'd like you to check your answer with inverse operations to make sure you are correct. So with this answer, we're going to first start by looking at the ones place. I'm starting with 5 ones and I want to take away 9 ones. Well, I don't have enough to take away, so I need to regroup. I'm going to borrow from the tens place. So I'm going to borrow from this 7, there's 7 tens. I'm going to take 1 away, which will leave me with 6. Now, again, 10, if I have 1 10, how many ones is that? Well, that's 10 ones. So I started with 5 ones, so now I'm going to have 15 ones. Well, 15 minus 9 is going to give you 6. Then I'm going to go to the tens place. So 6 tens minus 6 tens, well, that's going to give me 0. Then I have 4 hundreds, and take away 100 is going to give me 3 hundreds. And then I have 7 thousands minus 5 thousands, and that's going to give me 2. So my answer is 2,306. Well, I'm going to check my answer by using inverse operations. So again, I'm going to work from the bottom to the top, and you're going to use addition to figure out to see if your answer is correct. So if I take my answer, which was 2,306, and I add, going from up here, so my next number would be 5,169. If I add that, 5,169, if I go ahead and add that up, I would get 6 plus 5, that's 15, and I'm going to then, 1 plus 6 is going to give me 7, 3 plus 1 will give me 4, 2 plus 5 is going to give me 7. Well, since my answer matches up here, then you know that my answer is correct.